welcome to Crafty Penguin. Thank you for joining us. I'm Louise and welcome to this video where I'm going to talk to you about how I make my badges. I thought it'd be a good idea to do a video with you guys showing you exactly how I make my badges, how I design them, and then how I physically make them here in my little workspace. So, a few weeks ago I did this drawing. So this is a digital drawing. I drew it in my sketchbook originally, but it's a winter fairy, and I actually thought that it might look quite nice on a badge. So what I'm going to do is show you basically how I'm going to create it and make it. So I have the original drawing on my computer, so I will show you that. We'll go through that bit and then we'll go over to the badge maker and have a look. So I hope you find it really interesting, and at the end we will have a badge of the little winter fairy. Okay, so hopefully you can see my screen. At the bottom, down here on the bottom screen, we've got a little the picture of what I'm actually using, which is what I shared with you, which was this one here of the winter fairy. And what I've got on the top screen is how I lay out my designs ready for printing them for the badges. So I can actually print out 12 badges from one page of A4 paper. Okay, so you can see here, this is like the screen with all the layout of the badges. And what I actually did was, if I just hide the images of the winter fairy, to help me initially, I drew out a template of the circles to match the sizes of the badges, because the company that I got my badges from sends you some information. They send you this information here, so hopefully you can see that. So, and what I'm working on at the moment is the middle size. So what I've done is this drawing here. So this is a sheet that they give you from the company, which is eBadges if you're interested, and I'm doing this middle size here. So I've actually measured this out and copied this out, this dimensions, actually onto here, onto my screen. And on there, basically, the inner circle is sort of like where the main part of the design goes, and the outer circle is just the edge. And then the overall outer circle on there is like what tucks behind the badge. So I did that, and I actually marked it out every time, then realised I don't really need to do that. But as long as I've worked it out once, I can do it for them all. So once I've done that, I worked out where my drawing needs to fit. And what I tend to do is I will take the main bit of the drawing here, of the actual character, from my Illustrator file and drop that in, and then I will drop the background in separately, so that it allows me to put the background enough to fill the badge. And then once I've got all that, all I actually do then is I just duplicate the design. So I make a row of 3 of them on there and duplicate it enough times so that it fills the A4 page. And then from here I need to print. So once I have the designs already, the next job then is to print them out. So in my case, I have a couple of printers, and I have found that the Brother printer that I use actually works better, and it's more accurate to the colours of the initial design that I have on the screen. So what I do is pretty much just go to print and make sure I select the right printer, in this case the Brother one, and then go into setup and into preferences. And then all you need to do is basically select plain paper and then just make it like the best print quality for your printer. So that's all I would do. So on mine I have the option of best, fine, normal and fast. I'm going to do best because I personally think that works okay. It's fine for me and what I want to do. Make sure it's set up as you would, and then basically just get that printed out. So that's going to print out on my printer over here. So it takes a little bit longer to print because obviously I've told it to print on the best setting. so that I get the best quality print I can onto my paper. And here we go. So let's take a look. So now I've got a sheet full of my winter fairies. There you go. And we're going to have a go at cutting just like one of them out and making a badge. And I've got more ready to go when I want to make more badges. So I've moved to the other part of my workspace where I tend to do like anything that's not computer based, to be honest. So this is the badge making machine. This is all what you need to make the badge, and also your printouts. There's this bit here. This is the actual cutter that cuts out the circle that's going to go on the badge. And for this one I'm using the 45mm cutter, which fits with the size badge that I'm going to make. And I actually did buy with my machine 2 other sizes, so I can make slightly smaller little pin badges at 25mm and slightly bigger ones as well. And all you do is you have to change the size of that. And then once you've got it cut out, this is kind of like the press part of the machine. So this is where the badge goes in and everything, and you actually make the badge. So that's what we're going to look into. And then we've got 3 parts that we need for the badge as well. So we've got, you can't probably see this, but it's clear cellophane that goes over the badge. We've got the metal that goes on the back, and we've also got the back of the badge as well. So we're going to crack on and see if we can make the badge. One other thing to mention is if you do want to make different size badges, as well as having this bit with different sizes, you also get different sizes of these bits as well. So this is the smaller one that I've used, and I have, like I say, a larger one of these as well. So you can make different sizes, and you have to change those on here. So that's everything that I need, all ready to go. Actually, I need one more thing. I used this to cut on. It's just a cutting mat, a craft mat. I think they do supply like a piece of plastic to cut on, but I choose not to use that. That's just personal preference, and I prefer to cut out my circles on this mat. So I think what we'll do now is we'll change the angle, and I'll put the camera looking down and you guys can see exactly what I do, and then I will talk to you again once the badge is finished. So we've made the badge. I hope you found that interesting. So this is what we made. This is what we made. This is the little winter fairy badge, and it's turned out alright. I really like it. That's what we've made, the little fairy badge. It's not too time consuming really. It's fairly straightforward once you've got it printed out. So you just use a little badge making tool, and you can print them out as many as you want now. So the badge maker that I used was from eBadges. They're easy to find. You can find them on the internet. I'll leave a link below so you can find them. They were really, really good. So I bought my badge maker from eBadges on their own website because it was cheaper actually for me to do it that way. You can buy them on Amazon as well. They are available through there, but when I went on to do it, it was more expensive, so it's worth just checking out prices. I did get the badge, I think it was the badge maker starting kit. So that you got the 3 different size badges. I think you got like 100 of each badge size, the backs and everything to go with it, and the 3 different size of the machines. But what you did get and there's an option for this, is I just bought one cutter with interchangeable bits. You can get 3 separate ones if you wanted, but that was more expensive. So to keep cost down, I just got the one. And I'm really happy with it, to be honest. It's been a good little buy. It's really straightforward to use once you get the hang of it. And hopefully if you watch this video as well, it will teach you to use it if you are interested in getting one. So if you enjoyed this video and you like my little badge, I think I'm going to put this on my online shop because I think it's quite cute. I think it might sell quite well. So check out craftypenguin.co.uk to have a look and see the products in my shop. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it the thumbs up, hit the bell button and subscribe. That would be amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.